Hello friends, welcome back to TechieTalksAI. Today we are not going to look at AI as a magic toy. We are going to look at AI as a serious productivity partner. Many people open Claude, ChatGPT, or any other AI tool and simply ask random questions. That is okay in the beginning, but if you want real productivity, you must go one step further. Do not treat AI as only a chatbot. Treat AI like a tutor when you want to learn, a critic when you want to improve an idea, an assistant when you want to finish work faster, a planner when you want to avoid mistakes, a co pilot when you want to build something. But remember one important point, you are still the pilot. AI is not replacing your thinking, AI is multiplying your thinking. So, in this lesson, we will learn 10 beginner habits that can transform the way you use AI. The simple flow is ask better, think better, practice daily. This is the whole game. If your question is weak, AI gives a weak answer. If your question is clear, AI becomes powerful. If your workflow is structured, AI becomes almost like a junior team member. So today, let's learn how to use Claude not like a search box, but like a productivity partner. Now let's start with the most important skill, prompt engineering. Do not get frightened by the word prompt or engineering. It simply means how to ask AI properly. Many beginners ask AI like this: make this better, give me the content, create a business plan, write code. These prompts are too vague. AI may still answer, but the answer may be generic. A better prompt has 5 parts. First, the role. Tell AI who it should behave like. For example, you are a top digital marketing expert, or you are a patient teacher, or you are a senior software architect. You are an expert YouTube script writer. Second is task. Clearly say what you want. For example, create a 5-minute YouTube script, explain this code, build a study plan, create a landing page structure. And third is context. Give your background information. For example, my audience is beginners. My business helps small businesses use AI chatbots. I want simple English. I am making a YouTube video. And fourth, constraints. Tell AI the limits. For example, do not use jargon. Keep it under 500 words. Use bullet points. Do not rewrite my whole code. Make it beginner friendly. And fifth is clarity. This is the magic line. Say, ask me one question at a time until you are confident you can complete this properly. This prevents AI from guessing. So the formula is role plus task plus context plus constraints plus clarifying questions. This one habit alone can improve your AI results dramatically. Remember this line, clear inputs equals better output. Now let's talk about a very powerful habit. Most people use AI as a yes man. They ask, is my idea good? And AI says, yes, this is a great idea. That feels nice, but it may not help you grow. Instead, use AI as a sparring partner. The sparring partner is someone who challenges you, tests you, and helps you become stronger. So instead of asking AI to praise your idea, ask AI to challenge it. You can say, why am I wrong? What are my blind spots? What assumptions are weak? What would an investor criticize? What can go wrong? What am I ignoring? This is extremely useful for business owners, students, developers, and content creators. Suppose you are launching an AI chatbot service. Do not only ask, give me a marketing plan. Ask, act like a tough customer. Why would a small business owner refuse to buy my chatbot service? Now AI may tell you the customer may not understand the value. They may worry about monthly cost. They may think WhatsApp is enough. They may not trust AI. They may ask who will update the knowledge base. They may fear technical problems. Now you're getting real insights. This helps you improve your offer before going to the market. So do not use AI only to feel good. Use AI to think better. Your role is not ego comfort. Your goal is sharper decisions. This section is very important for beginners. AI can become your 24/7 tutor. Earlier, when we wanted to learn something, we had to search YouTube, watch long videos, buy courses, or wait for someone to explain. Now you can ask AI immediately. You can say, explain this like I am 12. Explain this with an example. Give me a simple demo. Ask me questions. Check whether I understood correctly. Look at this screenshot and explain what is wrong. This is very powerful. For example, if you're learning Docker, you can ask, explain Docker like I am a school student. Then you can ask, now give me a simple lab. Then, now quiz me. Then, now explain my mistake. This is how learning becomes interactive. The best part is AI does not get tired. You can ask the same question again and again. You can say, explain it even simpler, or give me a real life example, or explain with a diagram idea. Here is a simple challenge. For the new 2 weeks, for the next 2 weeks, before asking another person, ask AI first. Not because people are not useful, but because this habit builds self-learning confidence. The more you ask, the better you learn. AI is fast, patient, and always available. So don't just use AI to get answers, use AI to become a better learner. Now let's look at a common beginner mistake. Beginners ask AI to do one huge, for example, create a complete YouTube video. That is too big. AI may produce something, but it may not be high quality. Instead, break the work into smaller skills. For a YouTube video, we can divide the work like this: research, outline, script, check, publish. Each small step is easier for AI to handle. This is also how real professionals work. They do not dump everything into one big instruction. They create a workflow. Now comes the second important idea: memory. If you tell AI your business details again and again, it wastes time. So create a simple memory file. It can include your business information, audience, tone, offers, pricing, your style, your common call to action. For example, for your channel, the memory can say, explain everything in simple English, suitable for beginners, use an exciting teaching tone, include practical examples, keep it useful for small business owners, students, and tech learners. Now, AI does not start from zero every time. It already knows your style. So the lesson is simple: break big work into small skills, save repeated context in memory. Small tasks work better. Good memory saves time. This section is especially important when using AI for coding, automation, or business planning. AI can move very fast, but fast is not always good. If AI goes in the wrong direction, it can create confusion very quickly. That is why we need two habits. First, repeat important rules. For coding, you can say make minimal changes, keep it simple, explain every change, do not rewrite the full code, preserve the working parts, make it beginner friendly. For content, you can say use simple English, make it exciting, do not use too much jargon, give practical examples, structure it for YouTube recording. Repeating important rules is not a problem. It is a good control mechanism. Second habit, plan before building. Do not immediately say write the code. First say create a plan. Do not write the code yet. Ask AI to tell you which files will change, what logic will be used, what are the risks, what is the simplest implementation, what should be tested. Only after you are happy with the plan, ask AI to build. This avoids unnecessary mistakes. So remember this: plan, review, build. Do not jump straight into code. A clear plan means fewer mistakes. Now we come to a slightly advanced but very exciting idea: MCP. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. I have created over 30 videos on MCP. But let's not worry about the technical name. For beginners, understand it like MCP allows AI to connect with real tools. Without MCP, AI can only advise you. With MCP, AI can work with tools. For example, without tools, AI may say you should check your Google Drive. But with tools, AI may be able to search your Google Drive, find the file, summarize it, and help you draft a reply and also save it in Google Drive. That is the difference between advice and action. Think of it like this: without MCP, AI tells you what to do. With MCP, AI can help you do the task using connected tools. Example of tools could be Google Drive for files, Gmail for emails, Slack for messages, Airtable for saving records, GitHub for code, Stripe for payments, and so on. So AI becomes more useful when it can access the right context and tools. But here is the safety point. Do not blindly allow AI to do everything. Start with read-only or approval-based workflows. Let AI suggest, let AI draft, let AI summarize. You approve important actions. That is the safer beginner approach. AI with tools is powerful, but power must come with supervision. Now let's combine everything. Skills tell AI what to do, tools tell AI how to do it, mobile allows you to supervise from anywhere. This is where AI starts feeling like a real assistant. Let's take a content workflow example. Step 1, find a draft. AI searches your draft ideas. Step 2, read and transcribe. AI understands the source material. Step 3, write captions. AI creates LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram text. Step 4, make infographic. AI prepares a visual concept or design instruction. Step 5, schedule post. AI helps prepare publishing. Step 6, log it. AI records what was done. Now imagine this as a repeatable workflow. You are not asking random questions anymore. You are creating an AI assisted process. And with mobile sync, you may start on your laptop and continue on your phone. For example, you prepare a video idea on your laptop. Later, while traveling, you review the AI generated caption on your phone. Now you approve changes safely. You continue the workflow, but always remember AI should not become uncontrolled automation. You should approve important actions. This is the correct mindset. AI can assist, AI can speed up, AI can prepare, but you supervise. That is how beginners can safely build powerful workflows. This section is very important for anyone using AI for coding. Many people are afraid of using AI for code because they worry, what if AI breaks my working project? What if it deletes something? What if I cannot go back or roll back? The solution is GitHub branches. Let's explain this simply. Your main branch is your clean working copy. Test branch is your safe playground. You can try changes in the test branch without damaging the main branch. The process is simple. Step 1, create a branch. Step 2, try changes. Step 3, test everything. Step 4, merge only if good. This is like writing a rough work in a notebook before copying the final answer into your main notebook. So when you ask AI to change code, do not work directly on your main version. First create a branch, then let AI make changes there. If it works, merge. If it fails, discard. This removes fear. AI coding becomes safer when you combine it with Git discipline. So the key message is do not only ask AI to code, also protect your code. GitHub branches are your safety net. Now let's come to the final and most important lesson. Watching tutorials is not enough. Reading articles is not enough. Saving prompts is not enough. You must practice. This is true for AI, coding, robotics, Docker, AWS, public speaking, everything. People who become powerful with AI are not the people who only watch videos. They are the people who use AI every day. They put in the reps. Here is a simple 7-day beginner plan. Day 1, practice prompting. Take a bad prompt and improve it. Day 2, challenge ideas. Ask AI to criticize one of your plans. Day 3, ask AI to teach. Pick one topic and learn it interactively. Break into skills. Take one big task and divide it into small steps. Day 5, create memory. Write your business or personal context. Day 6, plan first. Ask AI to plan before executing. Day 6, build something. Create a post, script, small app, automation idea, or study guide. This is how skill develops. At first, AI may confuse you. Sometimes it may give wrong answers. Sometimes you may not know how to ask. That is normal. After daily practice, you develop intuition. You start understanding how to guide AI. You start asking better questions. You start getting better results. So remember, you are the pilot. AI is the co-pilot. Use AI daily to build intuition. That is how beginners become power users. So friends, today we learned a very important idea. AI is not just a chatbot. AI can become your tutor, critic, planner, assistant, coding helper, business partner, and productivity multiplier. But only if you learn how to guide it. The real skill is not simply using AI. The real skill is managing AI. Ask better, give context, set constraints, challenge your ideas, plan before building, use tools safely, protect your work, and most importantly, practice daily. If you do this, you will not be afraid of AI. You will start using AI confidently. And even as a beginner, you can produce work that previously required a full team. If you found this useful, like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Techie Talks AI.